Oh, Roman Pavlyuchenko is Assistant Professor of Marketing at the University of Bath. Roman, thank you for joining us on the programme. So is this just a masterpiece in marketing, or is there more to it?
Thank you for having me. So I would strongly agree with that. I think it is a masterpiece in marketing for two reasons, primarily for Swatch, right? So the first reason is just sales, right? So on a normal day, this is how many watches they sell. And then on a drop day, and this is the third drop, not just the first one, this is how much they sell, right? And sometimes people buy more than one. They go to different stores. And sometimes people also buy other things in the store, right? So in terms of sales, there's definitely a boost. And it's very consistent with other drops we have seen. And the second benefit is more long-term. So basically, drops like this, they generate incredible press, right? The whole world is talking about it. We're talking about it right now. So this is kind of authentic, free, and original press that you cannot buy and you cannot fake. So it's just marketing gold for Swatch in many different ways.
So we're seeing success with Swatch, success with Labubu. What's the psychology behind why this drop culture is so effective with consumers?
So I would say there's two elements to this because there's two groups of consumers, right? So the first group, you can call them fashionable consumers, right? They want to own something that nobody else does. They want to own something unique, something singular, something not available to the rest of the world. And this is why they're crowding up the stores on release day to essentially get their hands on the thing first. And then they can talk about it on social media. They can talk about it with their friends and colleagues. So for a little while, they basically amplify their social status, right? But I think a more interesting development is the fact that a lot of people buy these things to then resell them, as you said. So, for instance, the Swatch AP collab, it dropped for £300-ish. And then during the first week, it resold for over £3,000. So we're looking at 10x returns, right? If you take any stock, if you take any crypto, any financial asset out there, you will never get the same kind of return as you would get in these situations.
This is a luxury brand collaborating with a mainstream one. We're seeing what Swatch gets out of this. What does AP get out of this?
I think it's actually very clever for AP. To me, it reminds me of what luxury car makers do with video games. So basically, they license their cars to video games like Gran Turismo or Forza Motorsport because it's basically amplifying their advertising. Traditionally, these are very kind of insider brands, right? So AP is an iconic watchmaker, but it's mostly known to luxury insiders. Now the whole world knows about AP, right? So it's a symbol of aspiration. It's a symbol of status, which now millions of people desire, and for £335, they can get a piece of that.
So what's the long-term effectiveness of strategies like that? We know that drop culture has an immediate effect, but what about long-term?
So I would say the first one is just free press and something we call halo effect in marketing. So basically, you now have a reputation for selling something unique. You have a reputation for selling something that people are willing to quite literally die for on release day, right? So that basically amplifies your reputation among consumers. And also, it's something we call top of mind. So basically, because it's all over the place now, the news about the Swatch AP collab, basically the next time you want to buy a watch, you will strongly consider buying it from a Swatch because this is in the top of your mind now because of all the press, right? So this is more of a long-term effect.
Roman Pavlyuchenko, thank you. Roman Pavlyuchenko, Assistant Professor of Marketing at the University of Bath. And we'll wait and see what the next big drop culture hype will be, Juliet.
I think we need to get in the queue.
Definitely.
We really do. I know.